In the 1960s, Oak Ridge National Laboratories built a device called a liquid fluoride thorium reactor. They ran it for 22,000 hours and it works perfectly. It is the energy solution that we should have been using all along. The only reason we chose to bypass this great idea and do the solid fuel reactors that you know today, the Fukushima Daiichis, the 3 Mile Islands, the Chernobyls, the only reason we pursued these questionable technologies was because they produced the nuclear waste that was necessary to create nuclear weapons. It was and always has been a weapons program. Well, we're done building weapons. It's time to get rid of that 71,000 tons of nuclear waste that we have stockpiled. And it is time to rid ourselves of the 7,000 nuclear warheads that we currently have stockpiled as well. We can do all of this with liquid fluoride thorium reactors. With lifters, not only do we not produce nuclear waste, we consume it. We'll get rid of all the waste we currently have, and we have enough thorium to power the planet forever. There is no shortage, and it is not geographically limited. We will never have to go into a conflict zone to extract a material resource for energy ever again, nor will any other nation. This is the pathway to getting us out of Middle Eastern involvements. The only reason we're engaged in 7 foreign wars today is because of our access to oil extraction. Oil and gas is the driving force behind the conflicts in the world today, and when we stop requiring extraction as part of that cycle of carbon use and restoring, once we're free from having to pull it out of the ground, we can pull our resources out of those foreign nations. We can stop bringing home Americans in boxes, and we can have a nation that is a leader in the green energy revolution. Lifters, liquid fluoride thorium reactors, are non-proliferating. They're walk-away safe. They generate so much power and so much heat that we can use them to desalinate water. We can synthesize gasoline and diesel replacements, turning our entire liquid fuels industry into a carbon neutral cycle. We can begin to sequester carbon if we choose. We can synthesize ammonia and fertilizer. Anything that's hydrocarbon derivative, we can synthesize through lifters or replace entirely. Plastics, we can do with hemp, for example. Ultimately, the goal is to make hydrocarbon extraction a thing of the past. We can still have our gas and diesel fuels for the near term until battery technology allows us to replace that idea entirely. But in so doing, as you fill up your tank, know that you're part of a cycle that isn't extractive. It's part of a zero carbon emission, and no one had to get hurt in the process. No one had their homes or nations invaded. We didn't topple a government, and we didn't pollute an environment to make it happen. So you can still enjoy your fast toys and your big trucks and all the great gas and diesel powered benefits that we have in our world today, but do so without having to extract hydrocarbons from foreign nations. Everybody wins.